Welcome to a Mastering the Marketplace video for the Microsoft Commercial Marketplace. Have you ever wondered how to set specific pricing for different markets that use different currencies? Well, stick with me because that's exactly what we're doing in this demo using Partner Center. Here we are in Partner Center on an offer I've already created with 3 current plans. We're going to create a new plan to work with. We'll call it our Platinum plan. I'll create that plan and go to pricing and availability for it. Under pricing and availability, we'd like to select the markets in which we're going to sell our plan. First, I'm going to select the United States. I'm also going to select the United Kingdom because we'd like to sell in pounds. Next, we'll be selling in India. I'll select India. And finally, I want to sell in a country that supports euros. So in this case, we'll select Spain. And then we'll save. And note that we're now selling in 4 of the 141 available markets. Now, the next step we must complete is setting up our pricing model. I'm going to set up a pricing model for up to 3-year terms. So let's go ahead and just add those. And we've got our 1-month pricing. So if I'm paying per month for the product, it's going to be $100 a month or $1,200 for the year. We're going to, for a 1-year subscription, charge, however, only $1,000. So there's a discount there. And then for our 2-year, we'll say that it's going to be a per year. We're going to pay every year, and we're going to pay only $900. And with our 3-year, we'll also pay every year at a rate of $800. Great. So now we've set up our pricing for our product. I'm going to scroll down and you can see that the export pricing data link is not currently enabled. I will select Save Draft. And now that we've saved that draft, this export pricing data link is hot. And what we can do is download from Partner Center an Excel spreadsheet that I'll save. And we'll use this as the mechanism by which we set our pricing in our different markets. Let's open up Excel and edit our spreadsheet. Great, here we are in our Excel spreadsheet, and you can see some things about my offer and plan at the top of this worksheet. The other things we find in here, if we scroll down, we can see each country that we're currently selling in, and here we are at Spain, which is using euros. Now, we are simply going to round up or down, tidying up the price of our product in these different markets. There are different reasons that you might want to change the exact pricing per market, but we're just going to round up and down to clean up the numbers. So we'll say 100 euros per month. It'll be 86 pounds per month. And in India, it'll be a total of 7,981 rupees per month. We can continue scrolling down and see the United States pricing that we selected at $100 per month. Next, let's go to our 1-year pricing. We'll do the same thing here, just rolling the prices to the most logical price via rounding up or down. This will be 863. And then finally, with rupees, we are at a clean 7,905. And then again, scrolling down to the United States, we'll see our base, which we set in the manual entry mode. I'm going to go ahead and clean up pricing on the 2-year and 3-year tabs, and then we'll resubmit our spreadsheet to Partner Center to upload all of our new pricing. Back in Partner Center, I've saved my Excel spreadsheet and am now going to import it, overriding my current pricing. So I'll select my exported price spreadsheet, open it, and there it was just imported. And now I will save draft. Now that we've saved this draft, we can scroll up and see that the price per payment is no longer indicating the price in US dollars because we have pricing in different markets. And it's telling us that we don't have the ability to see all of that pricing through Partner Center itself. So if we ever need to check on the pricing, we can come down and export that spreadsheet again, which will give us the current pricing that we've set up. And then finally, should you choose to discard all of the custom pricing that you've done, you can select use manual entry price instead. In fact, if I do that, let's just have a look. Watch the price per payment up in the top right change as I select use manual entry pricing. I'll select yes. I know it's going to undo the pricing information I've entered. And here we have it. We're back to our original prices. So I can still, again, upload that spreadsheet and overwrite those prices again. There we can see that we've done so, and I can save my plan and keep moving forward. Great, so let's review just a few more things about setting custom pricing in custom markets with the local currencies. First of all, we saw that we can do this with a spreadsheet that we download and then re-upload through Partner Center, and that prices can be set per market that we've chosen to sell within. Now, one thing to note is that for each given market in that spreadsheet that we were working with, there is a currency associated with that given market. This may not be changed because we have one associated currency for every given market that may be sold within. And then finally, you saw that we were using this feature to simply make the price a little more exact, a little more attractive to a user that might be looking at it in a different market. But you may choose to substantially increase or decrease the price for any given market based on any reason that you find necessary. Thank you for joining us for another video from Mastering the Marketplace, the learning library where technologists go to get their offer on the Microsoft Marketplace. For more videos, hands-on labs, and sample code, find us at aka.ms/masteringthemarketplace.